Good morning, Europe. It's the 29th of June, 1914. Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated last night in Austria by an unknown suspect. I suspect that this may lead to the First Great War. The First Great War among many countries. The Battle of Ypres will take place April 22nd, 1915, next year. Mark my words. Put it on your calendars. Now to our interviewer. Archduke Franz Ferdinand died last night. What are your thoughts?
I'm Josh to tell.
What do you think that this will lead to?
I think it might lead to the First Great War.
You say first. Do you think that there will be a second? Thank you, Frank. And that's it for this morning's news. I'll see you later tonight for this evening's news.
Folks, it is an emergency broadcasting, as a nuclear atomic bomb has been dropped onto Japan. I believe that mathematician and physics major Julius Robert Oppenheimer is behind the construction of this weapon. Stay alert. In other news, the United Nations has been formed for peace and prosperity among the great nations of Europe. I believe that Russia may be opposed to these actions, however I don't really remember. I have Frank on the scene of the atomic bomb.
I'm actually in Japan right now, thank you very much. I'm with a lady right now that lives just down the street. What do you think of your hometown being destroyed?
It's pretty good.
How do you think this will affect your home country in America?
I don't really care.
What do you think of Julius Robert Oppenheimer being behind this?
I like it.
Oh, thank you, Frank. You silly fool. Thank you, folks, for tuning in to this evening's news. I'll see you again in the morning.
Folks, Nazi Germany has fallen. After the end of many ongoing battles, the war has been won by the Allies. Because of this detriment towards Nazi Germany, our ties with the Soviet Union have fallen and they have gone rogue. Because of this, we have began the Cold War. We have Frank on the scene of the battlefield now to report.
What do you think about the ties of the Soviet Union and the United States of America falling?
Меня бесит, что вся эта хуйня происходит на самом деле. Я вас всех ненавижу. И его я тоже ненавижу.
Thank you very much.
I read what you know with that interview. Good night, folks.
Mona fan, what's good with it? The Twin Towers have fallen. After these attacks, the United States military operations had suspicion that Iraq, the country that wasn't even involved in 9/11, had weapons of mass destruction with potential links of terrorism. Shit. In other news, the Pentagon has reported that $2.3 trillion of accounting entries have been mysteriously insufficiently accounted for. It's a very bad look for America. I have Joey on the scene for an interview. Thanks, Joey. So I'm here in the studio with somebody who worked in the World Trade Center before it collapsed. I'm just going to be asking him about the matter. So you worked in the World Trade Center, yeah?
Yes.
And why do you think you missed the day that it collapsed?
Man, I feel like I slept in or something. Like I missed the bus. I don't really remember.
Okay. And what floor did you work on of the World Trade Center?
Man, I don't know. I went there earlier today to get into work, and they changed it up a bit. I don't know. It's like I think it was like 4 or something.
Yeah. And who do you think was behind the attacks of the World Trade Center?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah. What do you think is the future of the economy and the world trade now that the main center of the United States has been disrupted?
Man, I worked there for a few days, so I knew this was coming from a few miles away.
Thank you very much, my friend. So that was our friend who worked at the World Trade Center, and that was his input. Back to you, Joey. Thank you, Joey. That was our friend from the World Trade Center, and I'll see you later on tonight for this evening's news.